So essentially, it's a topical form. My face just spasmed, didn't it? Hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and today we've got a new video on tretinoin. I'll link my previous tretinoin routine video above in case you haven't seen that already. It may have answers to questions you may have in that video, so do check that out. So since filming that, I've updated my routine a little bit, so I've added a few extra anti-aging steps into my routine, as well as changed it a little to suit the now colder weather, so my skin's a little bit drier. So today I'm going to give you guys a current routine update, as well as answer a few common tretinoin questions and give you guys some tips on your tretinoin journey. I am feeling a little bit ill, so please bear with my voice. It's a little bit croaky. Let's briefly cover what tretinoin is. So essentially it's a topical form of vitamin A. Tretinoin is the pure form of retinoic acid, so it is the strongest retinoid out there, and it's most notably the gold standard of anti-aging in the skincare world. It's had decades and decades worth of research, clinical studies and proven results, so it is a very trusted active in terms of achieving results if used consistently and properly. So where do I get my tretinoin from? So in the UK, it can only be prescribed as a medication, but I buy mine from a website which sells tretinoin creams and gels kind of privately, and I linked the old address in my previous video, which caused a lot of confusion because it moved address recently, so I'll link the new address down below. I made sure to do enough research to buy it myself and use it appropriately, and this isn't me telling you to go and do that. It's a lot safer to seek medical advice first. So why do I use it and how did I get started? I began using tretinoin around over 2 years ago at the start of 2021 whilst I was still at university, and used it as an acne treatment at first because that period of time in my life I had a lot of acne come up out of nowhere, and I didn't know what to do to get rid of it. I tried so many different things. I researched into all of the possible root causes, but nothing changed or improved the symptoms. I tried to limit my dairy, my sugar intake, changed external factors like laundry detergent. I changed my makeup, and I tried different actives as well. And if you had acne like me, you probably have run into tretinoin on your research at some point. And so I came across it on YouTube, and that kickstarted my passion for skincare. It sorted my acne out until now, and I continue to use it today as a skin cell turnover regulation kind of tool, and also to prevent aging. How has my skin improved since starting tretinoin? The biggest difference I have noticed overall is my acne control, as well as I've really noticed a massive difference in my skin cell turnover rate since tretinoin increases this. I can visibly feel and really see the difference that tretinoin has made in regulating my skin cell turnover, just in the bounciness and the glow of my skin. My skin consistently feels less clogged up. Before I would get so many whiteheads and they would come up and turn into acne. My skin just looks more healthy and more alive. Unfortunately, I don't have any before photos of my bare skin to show any fine lines when I do smile. To compare them to now. But I do have photos of my skin currently, so I can share photos of those skin pictures as a 23-year-old who is using tretinoin. I'll insert the photos here of any I can find. Before I began using tretinoin, I made no attempts to protect my skin from the sun at all. I never wore sunscreen until I was around I'd say 18, 19. I had sun damage under my eyes. They'd show up as brown spots like freckles. My crow's feet were crow's feeting because I laugh a lot, and I had a lot of early onset wrinkles and fine lines because of that. So I laugh a lot. I didn't protect my skin from the sun. I would stay in the sun without sunscreen for long periods of time because I didn't know about the bad effects. But my skin is 100% more plump and more smoothed out than it has ever been. It's made a massive difference to my smile lines around my mouth and eyes, and also my forehead lines when I would raise my eyebrows. So thankfully I don't get a lot of creasage when I raise my eyebrows, but these lines here are minimal now. They used to be quite deep and I had them around the corners as well, but they're like not even that. It's also gotten rid of my acne scar texture, so it's like smooth skin now, and gotten rid of the hyperpigmentation that came with that as well. Okay, let's talk about my current routine. The two anti-aging steps that I've incorporated into my new routine is a vitamin C serum as well as the Omnilux contour mask for red light therapy. I've also tweaked it to adapt to the drier season, so it's more supportive for dry skin and decreases the chance of irritation. For my nighttime routine, not much has changed in terms of cleansing, so I'll just start with a micellar water, an eye makeup remover, and then I will follow up with a simple gel wash cleanser to wash everything off. I'll then dry my face and then use my Omnilux LED mask every alternate day. If you guys want to find out more about red light therapy, then I'll link my video on the Omnilux mask above. I have 3 different actives on the go, so I have vitamin C, salicylic acid, and tretinoin. I break the usage of each active up with one day where I solely just use moisturiser by itself. So I follow this pattern of day 1 moisturiser, day 2 active and moisturiser, day 3 only moisturiser, day 4 next active and moisturiser, etc. Since my skin has been feeling a lot drier, I sometimes skip actives altogether. So on the days that I usually would use an active, sometimes I just use my moisturiser to comfort my skin in a healthy layer of moisturiser instead of disrupting it with an active. It's not a bad thing to do, so don't feel bad about doing that. You are still adding your actives in here and there, so you are still using it consistently, so don't feel bad about skipping on actives. Sometimes your skin just needs to rest, and that's what it needs sometimes to be healthy and to repair itself. For my morning routine, I would normally go in with a vitamin C, but I found that to be too drying for my skin now, so I've just skipped that step and I only use it at night time. And for the morning, I'll use a moisturiser as well as a sunscreen, and then I'll apply my makeup. So how long does the purging stage last? This phase of your tretinoin journey is when all of your deep set acne has finally worked its way up to the surface of your skin, and this stage normally comes with the dryness and peeling. When you start to see the poppable whiteheads, the purging stage could last anywhere from a few weeks to a month. Tretinoin has managed to help your skin turn over enough to push all of the underlying acne up to the surface of your skin all at once, and it's the time where it's purging to get all of it out. In some cases, you may get a second purge stage happen at a later time. This normally happens when you change the frequency or the amount you use, or when you increase the strength of tretinoin. When can you see results and when can you stop using tretinoin? This depends on how often you use it, individual factors, and the strength that you are using. I just realised I forgot to show you guys the tube of tretinoin that I use. It's this one right here. So it's the Tretinoin Cream USP in 0.05%. So that's not the most potent form, and I will increase my strength to the next one after I finish this tube up. So yeah, that's a little insert of me, but go back to the video. So back to the question, when can you see results and when can you stop using it? It depends on how often you use tretinoin in your routine. It depends on individual factors as well as the strength that you are using at the time. But commonly, the 6-month period is where you will start to notice the differences in your skin, but a lot of the time it can take longer. So don't be disheartened if you don't see any differences. Just keep using it consistently and you will begin to see a difference later on. If you're using it for anti-aging purposes, then you shouldn't really stop using it. I'm probably going to use it until I die. It's something you want to be continuing to use consistently and regularly for the rest of your life if you want to maintain those benefits and keep up your anti-aging processes. Will you always get the redness and peeling stage when you begin? Tretinoin is the most potent form in the retinoid family, so it's going to be more harsh than over-the-counter retinols. It's very likely that you will get some form of irritation, whether that shows up as redness or peeling or just dryness. It's different for everyone. However, it is possible to incorporate tretinoin into your routine so slowly and carefully that you can avoid a lot of this irritation. You might just notice drier skin like I did. You can try the sandwich method with moisturiser, avoid various parts of your face altogether completely. This is a very large subsection in which I will make another video on to expand on and give you guys more tips on how to use it to avoid irritation in another video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That's the end of today's video, so thank you very much for watching. I hope I've answered some questions that you may have had. If you did like this video, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, to stay updated and keep in the loop. See you again next time. Bye everyone.